Hello, my name is Brian, and I've been developing for about a year now, creating a couple apps, tinkering with the languages that most people start out with. And I wanted to make programming more approachable to more people because I feel like if there's more people that are getting into programming, then that means there's a higher chance that more cool stuff is going to be made. And that idea of wanting to make more cool stuff, I got inspired by people on Twitter because there's so many cool there's so many good people, like good devs that are posting stuff on Twitter, and I just got inspired like, hey, like more people should know about these people. More people, I feel like if more people know about these good devs, then I feel like they would also want to start learning how to code, or maybe be like, oh, hey, maybe I'll check this out. And the more people that kind of get that reaction, I feel like um the more innovation that's going to happen. And I just want to make programming more approachable because, um, especially when I first got introduced into it, about a couple of years back, I put it off because I was kind of daunted by um, just that initial uh, activating obstacle that was in my mind. And so the way I'm gonna carry out this podcast is by focusing on people's journey, focusing on a guest's developer's journey about how they got to where they are at now. Um, and the way we're gonna do that is by creating the biggest archive of interviews with developers. And so that way, at least if we have a bunch of people that I interview, then at least one person, you can find one person that you're like, oh, hey, I can see a little bit, kind of relate to that person, and what they've been through, and be like, oh, hey, maybe I kind of relate to this person, and maybe I can do this too. Um, and yeah, that's the basic idea behind this. And another reason that I'm making this is because I feel like right now, like I'm really big into web3 NFT stuff. And so I was like, okay, right now we're at a moment where art, finance, and technology is all coming together like closer than they've ever been before. Because you, like, I don't know, at least for me personally, like 5 years ago, I would not be able to see um an artist, like an artistic person at school who would be talking with a more technical, like a more programmer type of person, because they just didn't have anything in common, um generally. But I feel like in the future, like let's say 5 to 10 years from now, I feel like that gap between these kinds of people is going to slowly is actually quickly come together, because they'd be like, oh, hey, we should collaborate on this. Oh, hey, we should work together on this thing. And so um I feel like tech, like developers are might become more into the limelight of things, and I think it's really important to document this, their journeys and the things that they've got through, the things that they've done, or the things that they've gone through, um, to get to the point where they're at now. So I'm really excited about starting this, and I just want to say to any person that I've messaged, or that I've that's given me a message back, especially even if it's a no, like thank you so much for even saying no, because um there's dozens of other people that have just ignored my message, which is okay. That's um that's normal, but um the fact that I've even got a message, and the fact for the people who've said yes or even reached out to me to do this, I'm so thankful. I Yeah, I'm just thank you so much. So this has been a very long introduction, but um hopefully you enjoy some of this stuff and you use this as sort of a library that uh yeah, you use this as sort of a library, and you come back to one of the episodes when you're curious. So thank you.